Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be talking about a beta element of Toontown called Insta-Grow Fertilizer. Now, Insta-Grow Fertilizer, what exactly was it? Now, in test Toontown is when this item, was available. This item was called Insta-Grow Fertilizer. It was, I believe, 7,500 jelly beans, which was more at the time because you actually had to buy, bigger banks. For anyone who doesn't know, back in old Toontown, you would start off with a bank that only could hold 1,000 jelly beans. Then I believe you would have to buy a bank that would hold 2,500 jelly beans, 5,000 jelly beans, 7,500 jelly beans, and then 10,000 jelly beans. However, in a future update to Toontown, they just gave everyone a bank that would hold 12,500 jelly beans. So, getting this item was hard. Now, in beta Toontown or test Toontown, whatever you want to call it, this item would, when it was first released, could instantly, as the name implies, grow any plant. Basically, you would use it and it would instantly grow any plant. Yes, I'm not making this up. Then Disney, saw this item, and I don't know if it was a bug or something because that's obviously a broken item for gardening, but they said, okay, now we're only going to allow one use. So it was basically 7,500 jelly beans, and then you could instantly grow a plant of your choice. Now, as flawed as this game mechanic was, it could have been useful in some ways. Because the only reason I would personally see it useful is growing a tree. Like if I want my, wedding cake tree, and I don't want to wait for it paying, 7,500 jelly beans to instantly grow it, that would actually be quite nice. But, for one reason or another, it was scrapped. Now, Disney came out with, they said on Test Toontown in the release notes that they were going to bring it back. That, they were just removing it for a short time, and it would eventually come back. Yeah, and we never heard anything about it. I almost feel like this item was originally made so gardening wasn't just going to be a waiting game. Because I believe someone did the math. It takes 4 months to max gardening on Toontown. And that's, every day for 4 months you have to plant 10 flowers, harvest the 10 flowers, do it again, rinse and repeat for 4 months straight. So that's a little bit tedious. However, would this item really have helped? Probably not, because sure, I can, for 7,500 jelly beans, I can, make one plant fully grown. However, that's a lot of jelly beans if you times that by 10. So it would cost, an insane amount of jelly beans just to, skip a day's work. And when you really get down to things, it doesn't matter. You're still having to do the same amount of work, just not in, the same day, I guess you could say. You could spend a bunch of jelly beans. And even then, the jelly bean amount was 12,500, even in future Toontown. Let's say this item did get released. I mean, okay, I can spend 7,500 jelly beans, make one flower, and then I can get one flower ahead. I have to do that 9 more days to even make this item beneficial, because, its gardening goes by tens. It's like, what is it? The first upgrade is like 40, and then it goes to like 220 or something like that. So it really wouldn't even matter unless you did it 10 times, which would be, again, an insane amount of jelly beans. So yes, I'm not sure if many of you have heard of this scrapped item. I was personally pretty disappointed when they scrapped it back in Test Toontown, because I felt like it didn't make gardening a waiting game. But, in the end, it was scrapped. We never heard from it again. And, yes, that's really about it. So, what are your thoughts on this scrapped item? Tell me in the comments if you've ever even heard of this item. Because gardening came out in, like 2006? So yeah, it's like 6 years old. The only thing I could find online about it was an old forum site of people talking about it when it got removed. But yeah, that's all I could find online about this item. Everything I just told you is sheerly from memory. And another thing I want to tell you guys is if you have anything about Toontown related, beta elements or, just theories and things that you want me to talk about, feel free to message me or ask me to answer them in the comments. So anyways, thank you all for watching and have a great day.